Hi guys, John Clark here, Frickin' Jeep. I think I just said that right, or this is Frickin' Jeep. Welcome to Frickin' Jeep if you're new here. My name's John Clark. I'm trying to do better at that, but not doing too good. I haven't made a video in over a week. So you've seen some of the, I had a couple banked and I had a couple past ones and stuff like that because a couple days before Christmas, you just had things that you had to do and there was nothing. I couldn't work on my fun stuff. I had to work on getting the house ready, do this or that kind of stuff in the house. Then Christmas Eve was go up to my daughter's house. Then we went out to dinner. We went out to dinner. Then went to my daughter's house, but she was. Oh, there goes an eagle. Oh man, I don't think you'll be able to catch him. Yeah, there he is. Oh man, haven't seen him around in a while. Things always change. I don't know if I can zoom in on him or not, but I'm going to try. I don't think you can see him. I certainly don't see him in the screen. I think that might be him there. There's two branches that come over back and forth. Yeah, that's him sitting right there. I'm pretty sure. I wish you'd get some of these daggone squirrels. They're taking over. Anyhow, let's get back at it over here. If he takes off, I'm going to grab the camera and see if we can't get him, because with the sun out right now, his tail was absolutely gorgeous. He's moving up there, but can't see him. Anyhow, sorry about the delay. We'll put you back over here where I'm almost at. There you go. Good to see him back. He hadn't been here since he ate up that deer out front. There was four of them eating on that deer up there. Anyhow, where was I? So that was Christmas Eve. We couldn't stop at my daughter's. Just gave her some stuff because she was sick then. So we were supposed to eat at her house, but we ate at a restaurant and then dropped some stuff off at her house. Then Christmas Day, she was just getting over a cold, and she had a temperature that day, but the next day she didn't. So she came over for Christmas, and the grandkids came over for Christmas. So they're knock out the day before Christmas Eve, knock out Christmas Eve, knock out Christmas. And those were all beautiful days. I could have been out here like today. It's an absolutely gorgeous day out here, even though they were forecasting for rain. But yesterday they weren't forecasting for rain and rain. But anyhow, today is Friday. So Christmas, I think, was Monday. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it rained. Today is Friday. It's a beautiful day. It is a muddy mess down there. There's no way I'm going down there with anything. So I thought I'd get back on working on this bumper, but I kept looking at it and thinking and looking at it and thinking. Now I got the brackets made, but let me show you what well, this is why you don't do any. I don't do a lot of videos, because back here, I should probably take you off the stand, but I'm not. That didn't look level to me. Of course, nothing's going to look level with, the way it is, but and this is probably. I can't get the tripod to be level. Anyhow, it didn't look level to me. So I thought to myself, maybe it does look level. So what I did, if I'm in there, I measured this. And right here to here is 50 inches, right on the button. So I came over here and measured this to here, and it's 49 inches on the button. Which I'm going, okay, well, maybe that's not quite right. Yeah, you're in there. So I decided, well, I'll measure this wheel well. So I measure this wheel well here, and it's 31 inches. I come over and measure this wheel well over here, and it's 30 1/4 inches. So this thing's leaning down on this side. So my whole bumper thing is maybe a little off. So that was one thing that's bothered me. So I'm trying to analyze the situation here. I'm going to check the air in the tires and that kind of stuff. Not that it really makes any difference, because I'm going to mount the bumper in relationship to the tailgate. Okay? Because that's what it has to go to. So I have my, somewhere in here, height gauge, which I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is a standard old height gauge if you guys aren't familiar with it. This is not a magnetic one, but basically putting it across here, bring this up here and kind of say, okay, here's the height. It'd probably be better off to do it with this side and this point. So come out here, raise this up. And this is why sometimes I don't bring you guys along. It just takes a lot of time to do this kind of nonsense. All right, that's little point right there. That little point right there is on that. So now we'll come down here. I haven't checked this for a while. Okay, now if you look at it, I don't think you could get too much better than that. I don't think it's going to make any difference to get it much better than that. That's probably a 32nd of an inch low. Maybe this is 2. That's probably right on. So if I want, and I'll do it before I weld it, crank that up. That's why this is on a thread, so you can crank it up or down. But before I do that, I want to, maybe the reason this is in an angle is because my tires in the front are at an angle, or maybe this one is inflated. So that's a problem where I'm sitting there. And now the next problem is, well, I got the these are the brackets. They're all done. They are I don't know, about as even as you can get. Where the one had a little bit of a hair off, and it just depends on how much the bolts go. But it turned out real good, or I'm pleased with it. I'll take them apart on the tripod so you can see it. And they go in there, but I got to raise the bed back up to start getting the 1/4 inch. But then I don't want to be doing too much messing with this, because they're calling for rain right now. Of course, they called for rain. They didn't call for rain, and it rained, so maybe this is paybacks. I'm not sure. But if you take these out, they all fit in pretty decent for, everything. If you weld, every time you weld, everything gets cattywampus, pulls and bows and twists and bends. But I'm pretty pleased with these, because these are all holes that are going to be random in the frame anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. So all the bolts go in and out pretty good, so they're pretty close. They're close enough for probably any, and that's what the brackets look like. And we could put one in real quick over there, just to see how it's going. Here's where it's going to go. Now I have this padding on here. It's a rubber. I can't think what I'm thinking of. Anyhow, I ain't gonna tell you. It's a secret. How about that? I guess you can kind of see this, but that hole down there is 2 1/8, and this is 2 inch. So I wanted it to fit in and be snug and not rattle around too much. I got to take you off that stand. But that's see, this can go so you can see it. But I don't want to be leaving this stuff out because it's all raw metal. See, I put those spacers in to cover up that. We could have cut this out, and I was thinking about that and cutting this out and thinking about that. But this comes out even. You can't see this here, but see, this light bracket comes out right like this whole bracket comes out. If you move it up there, I think you can see it there. So once you get down in this area, so once I get it all lined up, then I'll bring the bumper over to it. And then it gets this gets the holes welded in it. And then this will probably go in there something like that. I'm not sure exactly where. That's what you got to get it in to figure out to where you get the right. See how this is going in and out to get that up and down straight. So that's what I'm working on. I'll probably work on that for a little while longer, just so I can take it apart. To weld it, I have to disconnect the battery because I don't want to take a chance of electrolysis going through the... This thing's loaded with computers, and I just don't want to take a chance of anything backfeeding through there. And I'll hook the ground here, so basically it's just going to go from here to there when I start arcing and sparking, because I got to tack it in place, then take all this out, and then weld it. Probably ought to take it down to Jeffrey's. I don't know, might not. So now that I'm working on that. Yesterday, you can't see it, I cleaned the boiler. It needed boiler. It was, I think it was 38 days since the original 28 days, 38 days. I don't know. It needed cleaning. That's what I don't like about ash. Ash makes a lot of fly ash and clogs up the tubes. It took me, half hour, 45 minutes to clean it. I'm not going to go down there. I've got videos in the past of cleaning the tubes of the thing out. And right now I'm just burning kindling in it. I mean, there's just no point in anything else. So anyhow, that's where I'm at on the bumper thing. So it's coming along. Then I'm also working on the sawdust drag, because I want to get that going. And now you saw me get it in there. These are some of the parts off of that. The sun's kind of gonna get you, I guess, a little bit. So this is the pulley that drives the top, and yes, I know these are all sorts of wore out here, but this is right here, the chain that goes over it, the sawdust chain. Well, these things here, which I guess they call flights, it comes out this way, and then it'll have a piece of something across there, rubber or something across there. This is number 67 chain. I don't know if you can see it. I guess Mark Galici was telling me they called it H chain. I don't know if you can see the number on there. Not that it really makes any difference. But this is steel. Okay? These are chains off the manure spreaders back there, and you can see the difference. I think these are cast, or maybe they're what they call heavy duty. I don't know. But you can definitely see the difference in thickness. So if I need a little extra length on this thing, this is off one manure spreader, this is off another manure spreader. I got two different name brands back there, but they both seem to be right on the money, and they both seem to be the thickness. Now maybe this is just standard chain, maybe this is chain with H on it, meaning heavy duty, but they also make cast chains. So if I hit this with a hammer a few times, if it's cast, it ought to break. So I'm thinking about doing that. Anyhow, the problem now that I'm having with this is I can't find the flights. Now I've been on the internet for hours looking for these flights. I can find, now what you want to do, say all Frick sawmills, all these chains for all their things are 55, number 55. Okay, now 55, after the 55, you'll see a SD, sawdust. That's what that means. Or to the best of my knowledge, that's what it means. And it comes over and has two little holes so you can make a rubber thing, and boom, you're good to go. I don't know that this is Frick at this point. I thought it was Frick, okay? But some things that are in my books, I'm having a hard time. I haven't found any of this in any of my books, okay? Now see this here? You're going to be seeing it, 1749-C. I don't know whether you guys can read that or not. Doesn't really make any difference. And here, 17, the sun's kind of playing havoc on me. It doesn't matter where you go, the sun's going to catch. All right, there you go. 1746, but no C. Do you follow that? There's no C there. I can't turn it any better. There you go. I don't know whether you can read that or not. There, I think it came in. Okay. Now, the nice thing about it is the numbers are close to each other. Now, I didn't look to see if this other pulley in here, this is the idler pulley at the bottom. I didn't see if that had a number on it. Yeah. Now, see, 1747C, that's got the C on it. Generally, generally Frick has got a C on there. Okay, and I'll show you. That's the idler puller that goes down in the pit. We got new bearings for it. We got new bearings for this thing over here, which is those two things down there. But when Frick usually puts something on there, okay, they keep the numbers pretty close to the same. 248, see? 247, C. See the C? I'm missing the 249C, which is the other cap for this. Okay, that's running into problems there. But when I start looking up this stuff, okay, if you want the what numbers did I just say over here? 248, making you dizzy here. If you look up 248 right here, 247, 248, it'll be on page up here, 51. 249, that must have been the big part over here. No, that's 247. Let me look up 247. It should be on the same page. 247, okay, 41, 41, and I don't know why that'd be on 43. I guess it flips over a little bit. But if you go back to 44, this is topsaw stuff, which that's what that is. What we're looking at right now is the cap right here. Okay? But in some of these older books, you can go back in the back and look up numbers. Now this one here is a price book. It's too new. It doesn't go up into the... Now I'm not worried about the 240. If you want to look at that 246 and 247, wouldn't it be nice to be able to get them now? 240, there you go, 47. Okay, that's the whole H piece over there, I think. I don't remember the numbers. It's 740, but the two caps, 48 and 49, $1.65. But that was back in 1938. Anyhow, these got prices and all sorts of, you know, here it goes. It went on a 0 mil, 1 mil, a 1 mil, or an O mil, 01 mil. I guess back then they might not have had the 00 mil. I'm not sure exactly when the double lot mill came along, because before the double lot mill they called it the can't remember. But what I'm looking for really are these numbers. The 1749C. I don't go, that's newer than that. I go up to here, why? Oh, I'm in the wrong numbers. Cast always comes first. Okay, here's the cast numbers. Okay, it only goes up to 1467. I don't know if you can see that. Not that it makes any difference. So I'm running into problems there. I can't find the things that I need to find on that. So I'm still researching it. So it just takes time to get what's right. Now I've been to farm chains on the internet, and I've called them up. They seem to be kind of the leading people on that kind of stuff. And maybe this chain is actually supposed to be a 62 chain in here, because the 62 you can get the SD flight, but the 67 they don't offer an SD flight. Now maybe they got it and they just don't have it in their book or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm working on, a little bit of everything. I'm working on playing with that, not really playing with that, got to put this stuff away. Now I got to put everything away. I'm going to work on this back bumper a little, I think is what I'm going to. I got to start it up and raise the bed up, and then put my these little 1/4 inch shims everywhere to make sure that the distances from everything when it's up is right. I'm also going to straighten the wheels on the different from that side, that side to this side. Might be because the engine sits on that side. I don't know if you remember me showing you that. I did when the bed was up, and the bed has to be up when I weld it, because that's kind of one thing they kind of maybe messed up on. I'm sure there's a way around it, but the battery is underneath there. So if your battery's dead, you can't get in there to jump start it, which is I'm sure there's a way around it, but I don't know what it is. And I imagine if I called them, I could probably find out. So anyhow, that's what I'm working on today. So it's kind of not that I haven't been doing stuff. Not that I haven't been doing stuff. It's just, it's kind of, I don't know, crazy stuff. We were supposed to, I guess while I'm here, if you made it this far to the end, and I don't do another video tomorrow, the day is Friday, you all have a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. I think the eagle just flew. I don't see him down there. I don't see him down there in the tree anymore. He was neat. Nothing better looking than nothing more beautiful than an eagle flying in your front yard, guys. Let me tell you, that's pretty special to me. Anyhow, have a Happy New Year. Have a prosperous New Year. For everybody that's come along for me in the last year, I want to thank you for that, because I know I don't thank you guys enough for stopping by. Pretty relaxed in that way. I'm not very good at thanking people that send me stuff and stuff like that, because sometimes I'll be 5 or 6 movies ahead and you'll send that to me today and I'll get it today, and I won't be making another movie in order for a week, and by then I've probably forgot it, and by then you're thinking, well, you didn't get it anyway, and I don't know. I'm not good at that. Mark Galici does a good job. There was a couple channels I wanted you to go watch besides Mark's and Eddie's. I was watching, daggone, you know I can't remember those things. I can't remember who I was. It was a sawmill today, and he was redoing a motor. I can't remember him, but you guys probably know who I'm talking about. Sorry about that. And he gave me a good shout out, and I need to give it back to him, so I owe you one. And who else? A few others. Anyhow, tonight's Friday night. You'll get this tonight, probably in or around the time you go watch Backwards 40 up there. And where does he live? Up in, I think it's Wisconsin, someplace up there. I don't know. Anyhow, thanks for coming along. Thanks for sticking with me for a year. I know that it's rough to get content out for myself and for everybody else, because every place is working in a slop hole, you know. And then this is the time of the year you'd really want to have content, because other people like you all can't get out and do anything. So you know, it's too cold to go out or do this or do that. So you want to sit there. Oh, let's go watch TV. There ain't nothing on TV. I can tell you that now. And so you go turn on the YouTube, and all the creators are having a hard time getting content out because of the mud. So thanks for sticking along. I appreciate you all being here. I'll see you at the next video. And if these are getting too boring, go back. There's 13, it's going to be pretty soon 1,400 videos that I got on there. Go back and check out some of the old ones. You might find some of them interesting. You might find a little bit of everything, you know, goes on here. So thanks for stopping along. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.